No. Coming now? You have very
limited access.
well. No, you have a very good stature.
Oh.
Very firm.
Yep.
Oh, like that.
There's out a major update on
So
Thursday morning at
26 it was not an option. We
and it crashed everything.
Yes, I did that the same way I did my first video for ConnectiCon. Anyway guys, what's up? My name is Jared Martinez and welcome to my YouTube page. If you know me, you know I'm a big fan of video games, movies, music, and all that kind of cool stuff. And if you don't know me, it makes sense because I don't post on here enough. Well, I'm trying to change that, and why not do that in a particular way that has some sort of interest to me? 1 second. Hadouken! It landed on the floor. Anyway, let's get right down to business. For those that may know me, especially if you follow me on Facebook, you tend to know that I tend to go above and beyond with my pictures at comic conventions. I've been to New York Comic Con for the past 3 years, and I'm going on my 4th this coming October. I've been to Awesome Con in Washington, D.C. Although it was for 1 day, it was still one of a hell of an experience. And then I have to bring this about. Right on the ball! Anyway, this was ConnectiCon. ConnectiCon took place in the Connecticut Convention Center in Hartford, Connecticut, which is about an hour and a half away from where I am now. Where that is, you don't need to know. However, it is a tedious drive back and forth, but that is not anything wrong with the con. That is because I was not able to get a hotel in the time frame, and I actually didn't look at all. I was lazy. Anyway, ConnectiCon I almost didn't even go to because I heard some pretty negative things about the con itself. What changed my mind? A friend of mine who I actually happen to do a podcast with, I will put that link down below because we need all the cool people to listen that we can get, especially if you like wrestling. However, I'm digressing. He gave me a pretty good insight in when he went to C2E2 in Chicago, in which he actually got to do press work, which makes sense because he also does a podcast of his own. I'll post that link as well. And which he would interview a few people, and it was a great podcast. And I was like, wow, that seems awesome. I wonder if I could do something like that. And so what I ended up doing, I went onto the ConnectiCon website and I said, you know, press work, apply, and they could have either said, go to hell or welcome aboard. Lucky for me, they said, welcome aboard. Although go to hell would have been pretty interesting and funny at the same time. But it was a very interesting feeling, especially for the fact that I have never done press work before in my life. But I've always wanted to try something new and adventurous, and why not do it at a Comic-Con? What's more better than that? You get to interview cosplayers, and not for nothing, if you did press work, it was free. Although I still had to pay for items and gas, so technically in a way it still wasn't free, but hey, I'm not gonna complain. I got free Pocky. I'd never eaten Pocky before, but they had it at the box. They had it in the press room, and it was great. It was delicious. I took enough boxes to last me for a few days because I ate a lot of them. Anyway, as I digress, ConnectiCon happened to be a very interesting experience, especially for it being my first time going to ConnectiCon, my first time going to a con by myself, and once again doing press work. So it was really interesting and very nice to see all the cosplayers and all the people, the attendees there. The workers were very so humbling, thoughtful, nice, and just always up to take a picture. And it was one of those nice feelings, and I felt very comfortable, especially, like I said, I'm not the most outgoing person, well, when it comes to talking to other people. So for me to start interviewing people or just trying to talk to anyone and whatnot, it was a very comforting feeling to know that people were just so willing to be able to help. So if you were in this video that I'm putting in right now that you're looking at, thank you for being so nice and considerate, because I would have probably been the most awkward person that you would have talked to. But I like to use this as a stepping stone, and hopefully I'll be able to go to different cons later on in the future, and I'll do the press work there as well. So New York Comic Con, Awesome Con, Wizard World, anywhere else like that, hit a brother up, please. And but yes, once again, it was a very interesting experience. We got to see some of the great panels. Well, I only got to see a few panels. I got to see the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers one, in which we got to see Austin St. John, David Yost, Karen Ashley, and Jason Narvey of Power Rangers fame, in which they gave us a pretty solid hour of Q&A, which is really awesome. Take a look.
World peace. Okay, so I guess we're going to do a question and answer, and we want to answer as many questions as possible, so we'll get right to it.
Right, so hard question for you. What's your favorite episode? Kiss up to the teacher.
You can start the line in the middle, and we're going to work through as many questions, maybe one question per person, so everybody
Should
can
we
get a chance.
ourselves while they do that?
Yeah.
We're so egotistical.
You get it going.
No.
Go ahead, you
I'm
start it
David Joe
off.
Johnson.
I'm David Yost.
I'm Jason David Frank.
And I am Walter Jones.
It is good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, don't everybody rush up.
I know, it's done. Come on.
We're just gonna keep going.
No, I'm just going to come to our table and ask questions at the table.
What you got?
Come on, what's your name? Where are you from?
Hi, my name is John. I'm from Bristol, Connecticut.
Yeah,
Ah!
I got a question for Austin. What was the biggest part of being the Red Ranger?
Well, the biggest part of being a Red Ranger is that basically you have to go out there and just show people that sometimes heroes really are not worth emulating. You need to show them that they're kind of flawed people, and they really are not the sort of person you want to become or have your daughter marry either.
Now you guys have been my emulation elbow. You know, I think the Red Ranger, what I went through personally and on the TV show, was an immense growth. A lot of discovery, both personal and professional and spiritual. And so I think it was about finding my place amongst you with an amazing cast and putting my best foot forward and providing a leadership role that at 17, 18 wasn't easy for me. So I reached out to my parents, their roles, because they were my superheroes. And did my best to grow with you guys. So many of you weren't much younger than I was. So it was learning, confidence building, failures, and success.
Good question.
I'm not going to show you the whole hour, you crazy? And plus, I only got 25 minutes. Anyway, the point is, it was very cool, very down to earth. All of them were just friendly, especially Jason Narvey. He was a hell of a character, cracked me up all the time. On top of that, I got to go to a How to Be Successful in Podcasting with Second Opinion Games. So shout out to them. Go check out their Twitter. I'll post their page up as well. The one thing I do regret, and I'm going to do a shoot real quick, is that I didn't get a chance to go to sorry about that. What I meant to say was, the one thing I do regret not seeing when I was at ConnectiCon, and I really should have done this, especially given the fact that I do help with a wrestling podcast. On Friday, there was an NXT panel, the sole reason to give WWE $9.99. Well, for those that happen to enjoy wrestling, especially WWE, Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor, New Japan, anything that happens to be interesting, or just listen to a bunch of people talking about crazy stuff, listen to One Tree Hill Wrestling Podcast. Join me and a bunch of other crazy cats like my boy Nostradamus, Travis, Manny, D-Black, Dave, Josh, and every now and then Rex and Bigger, as we talk for 45 minutes in regards of the night that we watched Raw, a pay-per-view event, and you know what, we just talk crazy stuff. So if you like all kinds of things, wrestling and nerdy stuff, then you know what, give us a check out because we talk some good stuff, and you know what, it's fun. So if you like wrestling, or if you know someone that likes wrestling, or if you know someone that knows someone that knows someone that likes wrestling, go check out One Tree Hill Podcast. You'll love it, I promise. Anyway, as I digress, that was my probably one big regret from that whole weekend, outside of not being able to go that Sunday. But as I stated, everyone that I met at ConnectiCon was friendly, fun, cool to be around. Would I go back? Absolutely. Is it worth the price? Yes. Although I did pay, I also have to say that the prices and the tickets were relatively cheap, especially compared to some of the other cons you could have gone to, like New York Comic Con and anything like that. But it was a really fun, it's a fun con. Why would you not want to go? Unless you don't like comics and stuff like that. But it was also cool. And I also have to say there was a food truck convention right next door. So as opposed to paying money to eat at the convention, I could have gone next door. You feel what I'm saying? So it was also pretty fun as well. So with that being said, guys, will I go back? You better believe it. And speaking of which, ConnectiCon 2016 will take place July 7th through the 10th. Will I be there? I already told you at least 4 times now. Will you be there is the question. So I would hope that I get to see all your beautiful creative cosplay pictures. I want to be doing some press work again, so I'll be more prepared, hopefully more experienced, so I'll be ready for all the great interviews. I'm looking forward to speaking to all of you. And you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, guys, if I tend to get some more downtime next year like I did this year, I want to enter myself in some of these video game tournaments. They were playing some really interesting games. Let's not beat around the bush. They were playing Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. They were playing Smash Brothers Melee, Smash Brothers for the Wii U. They were playing Mortal Kombat X, Rock Band. They were playing Needhog. I never even heard of Needhog up until ConnectiCon. So thank you, ConnectiCon, for showing me that game, because I'm having a ball on the PlayStation Network. It's ridiculous. But I want to try that. Hell, I want to try League of Legends. I can't even play it on my computer because it doesn't run games past Roller Coaster Tycoon. Yeah, it's that old. Anyway, the point is, I want to play and I want to be able to rock some people, especially next year. So be on the lookout, guys. You're going to see me there and it's going to be on. So let's just all enjoy the time that we have here on the Facebook page. I can't wait to hear more see more pictures, hear more stories, see more videos. Once again, thank you to Remington, Daniel, Mary, and everyone else that was in that room that helped me out. Once again, a big thank you to all of you, to the cosplayers, young, old, new, veterans, to this breakdancing guy right here. And let's let's not forget this dude who rocked it, playing the did-it-in, did-it-in, din did-it-in, din din did-it-in, din din did-it-in. That's from Ocarina of Time, if y'all didn't know. Anyway, my name is Jared Martinez. Once again, thank you for listening to this. Thank you for watching this, as a matter of fact. I hope to have some crazy other reviews future-wise. And side note, guys, I am about 90% sure that I'm going to be at Liberty City Anime Con in White Plains, New York in late August, which I believe is August 28th through the 30th. So I would hope to have some press work done there, so it'd be nice to see you guys there as well. Come one, come all. I'm trying to get my anime game up because right now I'm slacking. But once again, I will be a little bit better next year. I promise you that one. With that one being said, guys, let's be for real. ConnectiCon was a hell of a convention. Everyone there was friendly, dope, cool, calm, collected. You made it a great convention to be at, and I hats off to everybody there that was involved. You better believe I'll be there next year. There's no stopping that. So, with that being said, guys, my name is Jared Martinez. Thank you for taking the time out to watch this video. It was great getting to chill with you guys. And enjoy the video. Subscribe to the YouTube page. Add me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever you have. And let's be friends. Let's network, y'all. Peace. Once again, I'm digressing. It's time to go. Everyone, thank you once again. ConnectiCon, you were beautiful. Peace out. I love you to death.